Hello, hello, hello. Long time no doggy. Hello. Welcome. Hello. Model railroading. Some people go crazy. I was just watching a few videos about it. I've been collecting these since I was a really little kid, and I never ever use them. I don't even know, half of them probably don't work. Some people are pretty nuts. I think a big part of it for some is scratch building all this stuff like a diorama. Yeah, I bet you 80-90% of kids out there love trains, you know? What's not to love? I'm no different. I got a bunch. I've been collecting them for the longest time, close to like 40 years. I have like over 100 engines. There's quite a few kinds out there. Scales, I should say, sizes. There's actually two that I don't have. They're real little. Z, like zebra, and T. And those are really, really small, like super small. T is the smallest, Z is the second smallest. Then there's what's N scale. And there's the most popular, which is HO scale. Straight up O scale, which is like Lionel. Your typical Lionels are all O scale. Pretty big, pretty beefy. And one bigger than that, pretty much the last size. Anything bigger than this are the ones that you basically ride on at the zoo. But this is a G, garden scale. And you can't actually run these outside. A lot of people have these in their yards, in their gardens. Growing up, I would always think only millionaires could afford those. You only saw that shit on silver spoons. But now, used, you can pick a whole set of them up for $100. Back in the day, they're like $1,000. But each gauge or size kind of has their own big dog, their own best, and it's probably arguable, but like N scale, Kato is known to be the best quality, most detail, the best track, the whole 9 yards. People may argue that, but I think a majority of people would agree. HO is a toss-up. It's so much more popular. It's 10 times more available, more options, more different things than N scale. It's tougher to pick a big dog of the HO world. There's a bunch, and they also have manufacturers that are for like rich people, that the engines this size start at thousands of dollars. And that's not for us, let's face it. I like the $20, $30 ones. These things are delicate. Every time I handle one, something breaks right in my hand. Like, they're very, very delicate. The Katos aren't too bad. These are pretty well made. I've dropped these already. Where these Bachmans and scales, they're just so delicate. But I'm pretty new to Kato. I've never had Kato stuff because it's fairly expensive. It's pretty overpriced compared to a lot of other brands out there. I've got a couple sets. The one's upstairs under my tree. And here's one of the other sets, the Kato set, right from Japan. The Unitrack's like the best track available. It's such a good track. But this size, I never had appreciation for how freaking difficult it is getting these on the track. So they all come with something called a re-railer that help you guide the train on there very easily and effortlessly. It's still a pain in the butt. The thing with N scale is these cars are so light and so little. Any little touch, tap, bump, it goes flying. The engines, not so much. The engines are heavy enough where if you accidentally, touch them wrong, the whole thing doesn't just flop right over on you. like everything else. But it became a problem recently. Like it's not easy. It really isn't. It's a pain in the butt getting end scale trains on the track. And the smaller two are even worse. I don't even know how people can do it. I practically have a seizure sometimes trying to do this. It's not fun. It's not easy. And sometimes you just keep falling and falling and falling off the track over and over again. I'm trying to push these out of the way without dumping them all off the track, which is going to be impossible. But I picked up these last Christmas. Normally I wouldn't because they're so expensive. But they're on sale on Amazon. They're like Gundersons, which are really nice, normally really nice cars. I don't have very many end scale cars. A few, like thousands of HO cars. They're not crap for HO, so I picked some up. I wanted some nicer ones. These were $100 a box. On sale for like $88 a box. And I was disappointed, so I was going to do a little video review about why. Don't mind the curtain, I got plants that are in a special cycle. I cracked these open, I sat on them for over a year. I would have sent them back if the return window hadn't closed 19 months earlier. Because they share trucks. It's like such a pain in the ass. It took me like a half an hour to get one on the track, only to just look at it wrong and the whole thing flop over and fall apart. I've never seen this before. Initially, I thought something was missing. I'm like, oh shit, these are missing something. Like wheels. Like the entire wheel truck. But it turns out that they share the truck. So one of them has both sets of trucks. The other two, and I think I just broke it trying to get it out. The other two just have one. And I don't even know the right way to do it. So it looks like the one with two goes in the rear. Or maybe that's the front. It's just issues. These are like magnetizers, which keeps them in there a little bit. I mean, it's a cool hobby. It's expensive, and I never do nothing with them. I just collect them, sort of. But I finally had some free time. I wanted to test a bunch of them. And right off the bat, half of them aren't even working. They're so old. They've been sitting for so long. Let's see. I won't even do it on the track. I'll just do it like out in the open. It's like the biggest pain. So it looks like it's goes. I might have to do it on some level though. I fell asleep there for like 20 minutes. I couldn't believe how difficult it was, and then it just kept derailing and falling apart. Wouldn't cooperate. So first you get the dead end. Where's the go? Okay, that's right. You don't really snap in very tightly. I mean, Kato stuff is really good, and probably most normal people would have no trouble with this, but I think I just broke it. I'll get another one to see. These things are so fucking delicate. Latch, let go. Am I gonna need tweezers to put this back together? Actually. We got like a foot of snow. It's 2 degrees out. Already sick of winter. It's been one day. Brick. Patience. They call me Mr. Patience, you know, as I whipped us against the wall. Sort of feel it all at you, but you really can't. Truck's all wonky. It must somehow click in there with some kind of positive grab, and it's really not doing that. Could be just my lack of knowledge. How to use this thing. Come on now. I think it just kind of sits on it, honestly. It just sits on it, really. That's what was making it so difficult. Everything's got to be just right, and they're not articulating correctly, I don't believe. Oh, wait a second. How are these somehow different? It's about one. I would have bought them. I would not have bought these had I known this. I've never seen anything share a truck, a wheel truck. What those wheel assemblies are called. This is a tread. This is a tread. I feel like I might be missing some part of this, because this is just unreal. Okay. This front's all whacked out. What happened? Are you crooked? I couldn't get it to work. I couldn't get this to go on my track. Alright. Whoa, they're hooked. Just on the ground, so to speak. This one's all leaning. I don't know why it's leaning, but it's they pull, they lean. They look cool, but God, they roll like shit. I was all excited to put them to use, but no. I had no layout or nothing to put them on, but they're kind of hefty. But yeah, I didn't really care for them with that sheer truck. It's not patrol. Why is that leaning like that? The whole thing flops right over the first track section you come to. I don't understand why it's so leany. It seems like it. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's just my fucking imagination. No, it's awesome. It's a fucking crooked. It's for me manhandling it. Such a brute. Yeah, who would have thought? I had high hopes for this thing. I think it was going to be luxury train at its finest, but it's really a piece of crap. I'm sure some people can get it to work just fine. I was not one of them. It just wants to derail. It's just weird. The thing just wants to derail. No fun at all. It's nice to look at though. Yeah, right from Japan. Kato. Everything else has been like super, super good. Real high quality. Really, really nice. And these are high quality for sure. But that whole shared truck thing can kiss my butt. I don't know why they would do that. I don't think they did it in real life even. Maybe. They must. I just wasn't a fan. I didn't like to struggle with it. I've had no successful couplings. I know, weird. But have a good one. Thanks for hanging out. I'm going to do a live, I think. A live stream. Do some woodworking. I haven't done a video in so long. But anyway, have a good one. Bye-bye.